Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to go ahead and put another kind of Valentine's-y type of look out there. I did the look with the Huda Beauty palette, which I really feel could be great for a Valentine's night out, but I really wanted to use the Modern Renaissance palette, which I really feels like the Valentine's palette. There's really, I mean, this just screams, when I look at this, it screams Valentine's Day to me. So I really wanted to use that palette. I haven't used it on camera in a while, so I did this kind of pinky red smoky eye. I love it. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching.
And here we go. So first up, I'm going to take a fluffy brush into Tempera, and I'm going to just put this all over my lid to set my primer. Next up, I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and going into the shade Golden Ochre, and that is going in the crease, a little bit on the brow bone as well. Now to kind of deepen that up, I'm going into the shade Burnt Orange, and I'm really starting to work this into the crease and kind of flare it out on the outer edge of the eye. And now into Realgar. At this point, I kind of still thought I was going to be keeping this look a little bit more on the red tones, so I'm putting this all through the crease and really kind of flaring it out on the outside. And then to clean up the edges, I just kind of use my finger to kind of wipe it up because I still want somewhat of a crisp angle, but not, perfect. So now I'm going into the shade Red Ochre, and this is mostly going to be focused on the outer portion of the eye. I'm going to work this through the outer portion of the crease and very lightly drag it into the center, and just using my finger to kind of wipe that edge to keep a somewhat kind of clean shape there. And then I decided I wanted a little bit more color on the actual lid, so I'm bringing it further into the lid itself. Now back into the shade Realgar because I really wanted the inner portion to have a bit more of that red-orange tone. And for the lid, I ended up deciding to go with Venetian Red. I kind of toyed around with different ideas here, and in the end I decided to do just Venetian Red all over the lid, and I love the way it turned out. I'm just carefully patting it on, making sure I get it all the way to the lash line and all the way to where those colors meet up at the top. Then dipping into Love Letter, because at this point I felt like it needed a bit more pink tone, and I'm just kind of lightly dusting that through the crease. For the inner corner, I'm using Vermeer, and I'm just putting this right on the inner corner, kind of in a wide pattern, I guess you could say. And then I decided to bring it slightly up onto the inner portion of the lid. I really like the way this looks, especially on like a really dark smoky look. But I did want to kind of touch up where it went a little bit too far onto the crease, so I dipped back into Love Letter. And now for the lower lash line, I'm going into the shade Red Ochre with a flat angled brush, and I'm just going to line the entire lower lash line. Then with a fluffy flat brush, I'm going into Love Letter, and I'm just going to kind of run this underneath the red ochre color in kind of a smoky, kind of smoked out pattern. And I felt like it needed just a little bit more softening, so I decided to dip into Bone Fresco with that same brush and just soften right underneath all those shades. For liner, I'm using this red eyeliner. This is actually the one I got from the Face Shop and Marvel collection, so it is kind of hard to get now, but I know Urban Decay has a couple of really good red eyeliners. And of course, for my wing, I am using the Tarte Tarteist double-ended liner. I'm using the felt tip portion to do a nice black wing. And per my norm, they start out small and somehow end up getting to be really big and bold black wings. Now just curling the lashes, and then I'm using my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara to do a couple really good coats of mascara on the upper lash line. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going to use the Tarte Gifted mascara. Now just adding on some lashes. I can't remember where I got this pair, but they were kind of a pain to put on. For blush, I'm dipping into this Tarte blush palette. This is the shade Authentic. This was one of their holiday releases. I just thought that it was kind of like a nice purpley type tone. And then for highlighter, I'm using this Anastasia Glow Kit. I'm using the shade Gumdrop. And of course, gotta get the nose. Now for lips, I decided to use the Storybook Cosmetics liquid lipstick. This is the shade Romance. And I really wanted to add something else, so I decided to dip back into that Gumdrop shade and just add a little bit to the inner portion of my lips. but it still wasn't quite there. So I decided to toss it with the Fenty Glossy Balm just to really give it kind of a glossy shade, and this does slightly change the tone of the color. And this is the finished Smokey Valentine's Day look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a like if you did, and thank you guys for watching. Bye!